Alrighty, to start off the show, we're going to start off again with a very serious matter, the war going on between Russia and Ukraine. Again, we understand there is much more serious consequence of the war than a hinder on the gaming industry. And although we both have a lot to say, this show is purely about gaming and esports. So we will be only going over how the war is affecting the gaming world. Our hearts go out to all affected by this war, and we hope for the quickest and safest resolution. With that being said, let's get into it. To start off, Cerberus will be listing some cancellations.
Uh, First of all, charity game storefront Humble Bundle is ceasing operations in Russia and in Belarus, and plans on starting to produce a charity bundle for Ukraine. Niantic has disabled Pokemon Go in both Russia and Belarus. Last week, we announced Nintendo stopped all eShop payments. Well, Nintendo is now stopping all exports to Russia for the foreseeable future overall. And then finally, Warframe has suspended payment options in Russia, including platinum and bundles.
Sony has also officially suspended all PlayStation sales in Russia. Twitch has stopped payments to Russian streamers due to sanctions, stating they will do everything possible to pay the income they have earned as soon as they are allowed to do so. Epic Games has banned Fortnite players from winning tournament cash prizes. Since everyone is pulling out of Russia, Russia is in talks to legalize software piracy for all companies that left. Ukrainian team Navi has stated they will not be leaving their country amidst the Russian attacks, which in return, Ukrainian game developers are now volunteering to fight in the war against Russia. Semiconductors, neon, will soon be in shortage as Ukraine produces about 45 to 54% of the world's semiconductor grade neon. Most companies are sitting on a stockpiles of the semiconductors, so this shortage hasn't hit yet. But if the war continues, it will hit hard soon. With this being said, a man in China attempted to smuggle 160 Intel 11th and 12th generation CPUs duct taped to him, as well as 16 smartphones because of the shortage that is already beginning. That is around $120,000 that was strapped to his body, which I'm sure would have drastically increased in price with time. In support of Ukraine financially, we have helping hands like Japanese company Sega has announced they stand with Ukraine and are making donations. Team Liquid is collecting donations for Ukraine through their stream of the Race to World First. Members of Louvre Agreement have donated 125,000 to support Ukraine.
With no word on whether operations will cease in Russia yet or not, Bandai Namco has donated $850,000 to charity for Ukraine, showing their support. Last week, we said Riot Games was set to donate $1 million to Ukraine. Well, make that over $3 million now. And then to top off this week's past news with war and gaming, last week we announced that itch.io was launching charity bundles of 1,000 games to support Ukraine. Well, that was massively successful, with their goal originally being 1 million, but itch.io raised over $2 million for Ukraine in just a single day. With their new goal being $4 million, they have already surpassed that as well. If you want to take part, the bundle has 1,000 games worth over $6,500 with only a minimum $10 donation, with all proceeds going to the charities to support those in Ukraine.
Yeah, that's wonderful. We will do our best every week to keep everyone up to date on how the war is affecting the gaming world. We are deeply, deeply saddened by this absolute madness, with our hearts going out to everyone involved. We stand with Ukraine and hope for nothing but peace.